The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Hello. Good morning, all the students here. We woke up an hour ago, eh?
Someone give me the door shut and these maps, or it won't shut. You have the door. Okay.
We are too early, we can wait. We're not too early. We are.
If we just check on Emre Can's contract situation, how do you anticipate this all playing out now? Are you almost resigned to losing him next summer?
When did we speak last time about that? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I've not asked you about that for a long.
And you don't watch the press conference when you are not on duty, eh?
As it's been developing, it's getting to a worrying stage.
No. I think I said we could still sign a contract in May. So that's how it is. And it would be a transfer-free player for us as well.
I suppose then, what do you have to do to persuade him that his future lies here?
Persuading means?
Persuade him, make him see that the best option is Liverpool Football Club, to stay at Liverpool Football Club.
I think that's what we do all the time. That's what we try all the time. I said this before, not only about Emre, about all the players who we want to keep, and they think about if it makes sense for them or not. So that's the same thing. We have to be as attractive as possible as a club. Nobody wants to leave, and that didn't change since we spoke last time in the press conference about it.
We have spoken a lot of times about Mo Salah, but as he's facing one of his former clubs this weekend and facing Chelsea for the first time as well, do you see a player with a point to prove? And what is it about him that has enabled him to develop the way he has since that disappointing time he had at Chelsea?
A disappointing time? I really can't get it. It's he was very young in a very strong team, and it didn't come through. That happens very often. Another player with a similar situation is Kevin De Bruyne. So doing not too bad for City now, and things like
Chelsea.
Yeah. Obviously, it was difficult in these times to come in the team. They had already a fantastic offensive, especially offensive team, and so they were successful in these times. So that's nobody is to blame for that, and for sure not Mo. And he took the next chance. He went on loan to Florentina, I think, made then the transfer to Rome, and then came to Liverpool. So that's an interesting way, and he improved a lot for sure, especially physical-wise. So he was always a very good player. I said a few times, I saw him first time at Basel. He was already quick, but that's meanwhile long ago, and I don't think he has to prove something. I don't think that he sees it like that, because it's a completely normal situation. As a young boy, you go there and you can come through it. You try to do it in a different way. He did it, and at the end he succeeded. So he is at Liverpool. If he would have played better at Chelsea, or already better at Chelsea, we would not have him probably in this moment. So I'm happy about the situation.
What have you had to say to the players after the second half on Tuesday night?
We said,
do you have to lift them again?
I'm not sure that I would to lift him. We are not sorry in the kindergarten where we have to live for everything. We have to talk about the things. So yes, we made mistakes. Yes, we were passive. That's what I said already after the game. In a lot of situations, we were too deep as a group. We didn't play football anymore. That's all true. But it still could have. The performance over 90 minutes with the 45 minutes in the first half, where I was already not that happy in the beginning about our football playing. As we scored goals, we could have scored the fourth one after fantastic play. But that's how it is with games. And in the end, the result is only one information. All the other things we have much more information from a game. And so we made the analyze, but that's already a go. It will be a different game against Chelsea, and especially it will be at Anfield. And if we can create a special atmosphere, then I would say it would help us as well. And that's it.
Jurgen, last season Chelsea ran away with the Premier League title. What have you made of the champions this season?
Very good. Still, maybe they lost. I would say 2 very decisive players, at least with Matic and Costa and Diego Costa, and that's the situation. You always have to then make a step, not back but aside, and try to develop the game. Everybody who thinks about playing Chelsea last year, it was a tuned side, everything worked in pretty much all the games, defended really well, and then they didn't need a lot of chances to win the games. It was then Hazard and Costa who made very often good decisions, and if they didn't do it, then Pedro was there or Willian was there. So they, apart from 2 players, they have still the same team, but it's really difficult in this league to play the same season like you did it before, even especially when you lose players. And but they are in the position probably they would have expected they are. You cannot. Nobody has influence on a situation of the situation of Man City. So they are flying, and so nobody can could so far cope with them. But I think that's still a fantastic football team, 100%.
You said after the Sevilla game that your players don't have a problem with their mentality. Where are the issues, if you think there are any? What needs to be addressed? Do some of the players need to become more ruthless, do you think?
I don't get the meaning of ruthless 100%, so I know what it means somehow. But it's a kind of experience. We were not that often in an international game in a situation like this, with the knowledge that with a win we are already through in the group. So it's, for human beings, it's quite normal to try to defend it somehow. But we've defended it in the wrong way. That's how it is. But we can. It maybe. I don't think it's even your job to make it like this and like that, and it's very good and it's very bad and stuff like this. So we had a lot of signs for a really good mentality, and now we have a sign for not a good mentality. What's true now? So and I know the boys better than you do, and I know that they really want it, but they've chosen the wrong tools. That's easy as that, and that was the situation, and we couldn't change it until the 3-2. Then we could change it, and you saw the goals, how we conceded them. That was quite special, but it was not it was not a single player. Yes, in the end, the penalty was Alberto, of course, and with the free kick it was Alberto, but it was not like that. It was where we had the situation, why we had the situation, why we did play the back pass in the penalty situation. We played other back passes. We had the ball around the 3rd goal again, and it was between 2 players of us. One react quicker, and we shoot the ball to Betis, Sevilla, but we didn't do that. So they could score, they could shoot, corner kick, and next goal. So it's all about us and how we felt in this situation. And you need, unfortunately, very often in life, you first need to make an experience and to learn of it. But of course, we knew before how it will work, but obviously we couldn't do it in this game. That doesn't mean anything else.
How are you looking in terms of fitness and injuries at the moment? Joe Matip was in training yesterday, and how's he shaping up at the moment?
Yeah, Adam is on its way, no doubt about that. We have to see how we handle this now in the next few days and weeks. Joel trained yesterday, first time with the team, yeah, and again we have to see as well how it is. But both give good signs, but not more in the moment, or nothing else to say about that in the moment. But Emery struggles a little bit, so with a little got in a strange situation in the game. A little muscle thing could be close. Maybe he's a doubt, let me say it like this.
Jurgen, it's a team game, we know, but sometimes it's individual errors and mistakes that can prove costly. How do you go about it? How important is it to allow players to make mistakes, to have poor performances, and still, to be part of it?
It's not about allowing, it's about it happens. Yeah, I know it happens, and I'm really used to that. That's how it is, and you cannot change it after that anymore. So you have to deal with it in this world, especially, that you have to deal with it. But in this case, I had to talk, of course, to Alberto, and I'm really happy about his shape. I'm really happy about his performances. Yes, and now in this game, it was obviously, and that's then really my responsibility. That could have done different things if you want, because obviously it was difficult in Seville with all the circumstances. Everybody was talking to him like talking to a family member. He left there, and a lot of people are still there, which he knows well, and that was it gives this 1-2-3% of concentration or whatever, and you come a little bit too late, and that's how it started. And my response would have been, think about a lineup or change earlier or whatever. So that's how it is. It's not a player to blame, and I'm 100% responsible for that. But I told him I still trust him 100%. So for me, the game is over. How you concede the goals is after the game not important anymore, only for the analyst, but not for anything else. And so we know how we came in the situations, and that's what we have to change.
On the positive side of things, how excited have you been by Liverpool's form recently, for the most part, in matches where it's been electrifying going forward in particular? How much does that excite you as a pointer towards what the remainder of the campaign?
Well, maybe it looks differently, but I'm not so easy to excite. Actually, I'm happy about things in the moment, but I know it's when I saw it, it's already gone. So we have to do it again and again and again and again. That's the thing, and that we have quality and skills and potential in all parts, especially of the offensive game. I think there's no doubt about it. We have the width in the squad. We have a lot of things what we can do. So that's all good. But as a team, we need to bring it all day and every day on the pitch. So, and that's our challenge. And yes, after the Southampton game, which was a really good one, everybody was really happy. And then you play the Sevilla game. We didn't have a fantastic first half, but we have a fantastic result after the first half. What actually is enough, because that's really okay. And then after second half, you obviously, a few things are coming up again. People talk to you like this, and you feel immediately how it's different. Nobody's really believing in us. It's always I don't want to or use that word too often, but you can feel it. If we do good, it's like, oh yes, it's good. And if we don't do good, then okay, they proved it again. So, and our job is to stay really consistent and to be consistent in all these parts. And now it's Chelsea. So what a team, champion of last year, and will be a really tough job to do. But no problem. We have nothing else to do. And meeting them at 5:30 and beating them at 7:15, so if it's possible, and that's the only thing. So I'm happy about a lot of things, but we have to show it again.
Jurgen, just to clarify, it's definitely the case that tomorrow's game would be too early for Adam to be involved, or does he have some kind of chance?
But it's definitely, I don't want to talk about this here. So if I have anything to say about that, I talk to the player first. So we will see. We will see.
Okay. Glenn, anything from you? No, anything from you? Radio City? No, then go on well to finish off.
I was going to ask you, if Daniel Sturridge wanted to go on loan or to leave the club in January, would you let him?
There's nothing to say here about it. Absolutely nothing. Come on, let's play it. So I say now, a definite no in this world of football. Funny enough, or I say now yes, he could go. That would be funny as well. So it's a question where you cannot really expect an answer.
If he wanted to play more, he wanted to leave.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal that he wants to play more. Each player wants to play more. So there's no difference to all the other players.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Welcome.
See you.